Hi everybody, here's another helpful tutorial from Ms. Zumetsu. Today we're going to be learning how to make selections and to edit only a portion of a photograph. So there are several different tools that we can use for this particular purpose. Here I have my sunflower, the same one we've been working with. I went to File, Open. I found it in the handout. Went to this PC, handout, located my periods folder, and opened it from there. So there are several tools that we can use. First one is the Marquee tool. If you click and hold on the Marquee tool, you can have an elliptical Marquee tool, a rectangular, single row, or a single column. I'm going to choose the elliptical Marquee tool. I'm going to draw a circle just kind of over my sunflower here. Now it's kind of hard to be accurate with this, but just to show you what this does, if I were to adjust saturation, come over to my quick adjustments menu, click hue saturation, I can adjust saturation. You'll notice that it only desaturates the area that I have selected. Okay, if I change the hue, bring that back up. If I change the hue, it will only make the change in the area that I have selected. Alright. You'll notice over here that you get a little circle and it shows you exactly where the change has been made in your quick adjustments layer. So if I delete that layer, okay, my selection goes away. Say that I want to try again. Anything that's selected, you'll see the little marching ants going around. If you find that you're trying to make a change to a layer, but you're not seeing it here, look around and make sure you don't have like a tiny area that's selected, because then it would only be making that change in the selected area. To say that I don't want this area to be selected, if I hit Control D or I go to select, deselect, you'll see that that's the keyboard shortcut here. It will deselect the area. Next, the next tool, say that I want to be a little bit more accurate with my selection. I only want to select the sunflower or the area around the sunflower. I can select the lasso tool and I can actually click and draw and make sure that I get everything inside my selection. I'm going to deselect that. If you click and hold on your lasso tool, you can get a polygonal lasso tool, which allows you to click and draw a polygon with some clicks. Or you can use the magnetic lasso tool. The magnetic lasso tool allows you to be a little bit more precise because it will snap to the edges of wherever it senses contrast. So a high contrast area like the yellow against the blue sky, it will sense that and will try to snap to those edges. It's not the most accurate, and you have to be pretty accurate with your mouse with this. So go ahead and zoom in using Control Plus and use your sliders to maneuver around to the edge where you want to select. Now I'm going to take my lasso, I'm just clicking and holding, and I'm dragging that line. You'll see it anchoring points around the edge of your flower. Now you can do this, it takes a really long time. So I'm going to not be as accurate as I normally would and just kind of go really quickly. Now look what happened. I'm kind of going all over the place. To end your selection, go back to the starting point. You'll see that there's a little circle next to your mouse this time. Click once and it will select that area. I double clicked and it deselected my area. I'm going to zoom out so that I can see my sunflower. I'm going to try again. Click and drag around the area that you want to select. You have to be pretty accurate with your mouse. Don't let it go all over. I'm being very quick about this, just for the time's sake. So it's going to get some of my blue sky, and that's okay. I'm just showing you just to kind of show you how it snaps to the edges that it senses. To close your selection, again, go back to the starting point. You'll see the little circle. Let go, and you have your selection. Now, obviously, I wasn't very accurate with this, but you can see that then you can change only the area that you have selected. This is especially good for things when you want to make something a certain color and the background should be black and white or whatever. I'm going to delete that layer. And the one that's my favorite because it's the most accurate and it's the quickest is this one. It's called the Quick Selection Tool. You get a little brush, and anything that you touch with the circle of the brush will be selected. So if I just kind of come inside here, it snaps to the edges. Again, like the magnetic lasso, it senses contrast. So I can come in and select this. Now, if I touch the sky with my circle, like I just did, it will select the sky. Anything that you touch with the circle will be selected. So up here in your quick selection, or in your tool options bar, you have a plus and a minus. So right now I'm on the plus, which means anything that I click will be added to my selection. Now, I don't want my sky to be selected, so I'm going to click the minus and just kind of use the edge of the brush to nudge in that line until it snaps to the edge of my flower. Same thing with this green leaf. I'm going to come in with my minus and just kind of use the edge of the circle to nudge it in a little bit. Now, if I need to get into this little corner in here, my mouse is too big, or my brush is too big. So I can either come up here and reduce the size this way, or the keyboard shortcut for making your brush smaller are the bracket keys. They look like little square parentheses just above the enter key. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to Control plus to zoom in so that I can see what I'm doing, and just use the edge of the circle and just nudge that line in until it snaps to the edge. Just nudge it. You don't need to actually click anything. I'm just clicking. I clicked and hold, and now I'm just dragging around. Oops, it did do that. Say that you went a little bit too far and you deselected too much. Maybe like you came in, oh no, like I deselected my petal up here. I'm going to make my brush a little bigger. I come back up here to the tool options bar. I click the plus, and I can use the edge of the circle to just nudge out that line until my selection is exactly where I want it to be. Okay? So there you have it. That is how you make selections to a photograph, and you can edit only certain portions of that photograph by selecting and then making your adjustments to only those certain areas. Next time we come back, I will be talking a little bit about how to create layer masks and to make changes without selecting only to certain areas. Okay? Have a wonderful day. Bye.